Welcome to the NFL Draft.
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Everyone on your feet, and welcome your defending NFC.
They're on the visiting sideline. Head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. These guys just about set to go in this one. Facing off with him, that's the head coach of the Panthers. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. At quarterback, last year's #1 overall pick. Looking for some growth here in year 2, and this is Cam Ward.
And I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season. You want to make the most of that chance.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
And send their tight end right. Ward's going to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Chicago with a huge play there. 30 yards.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Rob. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Taking in over the middle, it's Evans. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. On the option, it's Dowdle. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10.
He is rocked. That ball's free. Picked up by the Panthers. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. 20. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone. And they worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
Bears nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away.
The Bears take over.
Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Pass on 1st down. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Ward now. In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Will Anderson Jr. And now it's going to be 11 to go on this third down. Motion man sent left. To the air on third and long. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers escapes the pocket. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's third down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Fourth down now, Rodgers. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
And off to Genty. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. This is Genty on second. And he'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's brought down just a few yards before the marker. A little further than that, and he would have had the end zone.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open. On second down, Rodgers. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. The receiver did his job securing the ball. And because of it, those chains are moving.
And goal to go.
Here's Rodgers. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. And that one's got to feel good, Brock. Season off to an excellent start as these guys work to move past the disappointments from last year.
Yeah, I agree with you. They got a lot of goals in mind for what they hope will be a far improved season. and they showed up here ready to put them into practice right away.
Gay to add the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. Now lead by 14 points.
14. Bears nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not gonna.
Nowhere to go with it. He's planted. They got him at the 16. Aiden Hutchinson. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Ward setting the pass. Ran in the wrong direction again, and he's dropped. Derek Brown. And that's going to force 4th down, quite a ways to go.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Fields this at the 42. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we get a look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. His group playing with this early lead, hoping to add to it as they get set here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. They give up the guns. It's Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Counter give to Genty. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go for it. Rodgers. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And that one couldn't have gone much worse, Brock. Handed a big loss on a completed 4th down pass. They're going to turn this over. Ward off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So we're down inside of 2 minutes to play now in our opening half. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. All set to go now from the 35. Now Ward. Here's Henry again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. An incompletion sets up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Working on 2nd down. Ward. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it in close. And he will dive in. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown,
Mike Gesicki with his first of hopefully many more to come this season.
Well, finally scoring a touchdown in the new year, and fortunately, able to get it done before halftime. That'll settle down the nerves and the conversations a bit, but you know they've got to score more here in the 2nd half.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14, Bears 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this 1st half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. To throw is Rogers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. They stop him after about a 5-yard gain, and that is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Giving this to Genty. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Rogers set to pass. Hook slant is caught by Tate. They manage about 9 before the stop is made. And that gives Carolina the first.
9 yards.
All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they could take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
28-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Gaines' kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Has a hole left, room to run. And our last play of the half is going to be a touchdown. He takes the kick back, no flags down. That's going to count. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And it's good. So they take some valuable points off that lead block right at the end of this first half. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the league starts now, and we go to a land down under. Both teams taking long flights to Melbourne, Australia. The 49ers taking on the Rams. And it's Bijan Robinson. He's got a nose for the end zone, and he'll take it in 9 yards to pay dirt. The Niners get their first win of the year in their 80th season as an NFL franchise. From there, why don't we check out what's happening between the Falcons and Steelers up in the Steel City. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's open in the middle of the field. They get it to him. It's a foot race, and he won't lose it. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Steelers, trying to win the home opener, they have the lead at halftime. Lastly, let's check out the impact player from this opening slate of games of 2026, and it's this man. And it's Tua. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we get a look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. His group's got the lead, Brock. They'd certainly love to extend it here. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second down, it's Rogers. The throw left side finds Sadiq. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Rogers. Escapes out to the left. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Rogers to throw, second down. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, third down. Sadiq is there to haul it in. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. Not before he picked up 24. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
And the Panthers first down.
Straight ahead with Genty. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Forward progress stops. Play lines up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Just continuing to grind down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves two purposes, right, Kate? Number one, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rock. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Now Rodgers. Getting out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yeah.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. You should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. Throw made it, but the contact breaks up the catch to force fourth down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Tedoroa McMillan with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Gay to add the extra point.
For the point after.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That makes this a 10-point game.
24, Bears 14.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hold this one away. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though we did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. And it's Landon Jackson getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here's Ward. Down the field, Evans has it. And that's going to be good for a first down. They stare down 3rd and 18, and they come through with a big play.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now we give it to Dowell. He's running left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down. Well, they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
They're not doing it.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Chicago.
And bring the tight end left. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to be good for Bears first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Worry on the stop. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Back to the line they come, second down. Here's Daddle again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. He'll throw this one. Ward. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And from the moment that was thrown, Will had a chance. Stopped after just a yard. And it is fourth down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge the defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. They devoured that screen game on third down. His make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. About 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive starts with Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing on second, Rogers. And he can't find the connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And they'll throw, third and long. McMillan on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down now, Rogers. Buys time, rolling right. He stays up, and all that pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First down now, ball at the 33. Ward off the play fake. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. That is Nick Emmanwori. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Ward's going to throw here on second down. He'll get this in Henry. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
There is so much on the plate with linebackers in today's game, running sideline to sidelines, covering deep, but in this case, yeah, making a sure tackle on a big tight end behind the line.
Looking at third down here after that last completion went backwards. Now Ward. Dumped off to his running back. And that's going to be limited to a pickup of 5 if they're lucky. Good rally to the football by the defense. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Bears losing by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on fourth down. Desperation time here. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
As the Panthers get back out there, you can see Bears defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. In his second year as the DC in Chicago, coming off that decade with the Saints as their coordinator, and then later their head coach. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Brings up 2nd.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. Rolling left, and they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Setting up to pass. It's a screen play to Genty. There's the stuff they needed. Dropped behind the line, and they can get the football back now. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
4th down.
As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bears about set for their next possession. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here he is to throw. Steps up and he's running with it.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and that's 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. The clock is falling into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
Chicago.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Ward's going to throw it. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Obviously not a tough call to make here. It is 4-down territory from here on out. The tough thing is to find the play you can execute in this moment.
Throwing now. He's making a bid for it. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
19-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
And he spikes it here. 18 seconds to go. Once again, from the 19-yard line, it's 2nd and 10. Ward now. He's going to get there, and he goes down. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd.
And that's spiked with 6 seconds left to play. Be our final play here, or a turnover would stop the clock. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So the Panthers pick up the win here. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year, but what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.